Good afternoon, dear Getting people. My name is Srđan Kovačević and I work as sales director in Getting infection control in the territory of Czech Republic and Southeast Europe, which is part of bigger region called Central Eastern Europe. I have been working with Getting for last almost 20 years, but in the position of sales director, I have been working for last 1 or 2 years. Today I'm going to give you a few interesting information about our Getting infection control operations in territory of Czech and Southeast Europe, but also what is a little bit more important, I'm going to give you my personal professional opinion about new generation of our mid-segment, or as we say, value segment sterilizers. I'm talking about Solsus ST001, new sterilizer which is going to be produced in our factory in China. So I hope that I will get your attention in following few minutes. So, the territory of Czech and Southeast Europe includes in total 16 countries. 9 out of these 16 countries are part of European Union, while the rest are non-EU countries based in Europe, but they're non-EU countries. We have Czech and Slovakia on very north, Greece and Cyprus on very south of our territory, but we have countries with very low BDP per year, we have countries with very strong BDP per capita per year, and definitely that means that this is very challenging market. We have to be very creative, very smart, very hardworking if we want to achieve good sales results in our territory. We have to put a few important facts on the table when we want to make the decision about the way that we are going to approach the customers and how we should process the market. The first thing is we have all different kind of manufacturers of infection control equipment, our competitors, who try to penetrate, to find the position, the place in this market. I'm talking about Shinva from China, or Erid from Turkey, or Cisa from Italy, and the BMT from Czech, and then many other small manufacturers, which are usually offering low quality or sometimes decent quality equipment, but usually at very, very low price. Second important thing is that many of our customers, talking about public hospitals, usually have very limited budgets for purchasing of the infection control equipment. So fighting against competitors, beating them, and at the same time fitting into the available budget is very, very demanding. I remember the time when Getting introduced trans sterilizers to the market. It was maybe 8 to 10 years ago or something like that. I remember when we visited the factory for the first time. Honestly speaking, it was quite shocking for me and for many other Getting sales people. We were a little bit afraid that Getting is trying to enter some market which was not so well known for us, something that was quite new. We were a little bit afraid that Getting would lose the image of high-end, top-quality manufacturer of infection control equipment. But already at the very beginning, after maybe 1 or 2 years of operation and selling trans in the region, we realized that sales of trans will not jeopardize or cannibalize the sales of our high-end machines, which were HS66 models, HS66 series at the time. Moreover, trans brought, let's say, new quality to us, and it helped us, overall help us to improve the sales of infection control equipment. So right now, let's say that we sell maybe 40 to 50 GSS 67, GSX 610 sterilizers per year in our territory, but also we sell like 30 to 40 trans sterilizers each year. So definitely trans sterilizer is very important in this market. Now we do not have trans anymore. Now we have Solsus sterilizer, and that's also very important step for us. And I think that Solsus will be a very big part of our sales in already near future. Now we see that we have Solsus, which is definitely something very similar to HS66. Moreover, I think that Solsus is practically based on HS66. We can talk about technical characteristics, something that we find very important for us. For example, we have PAX 3500 control system, the same what we used to have with HS66. We have Avanti operating panel. We have liquid ring vacuum pumps. We have the same dimensions of the chamber. Still, these features bring some advantages comparing to trans sterilizers. On the first place, I see that these machines, Solsus machines, will be easily connectable to TDoc, which was not really the case with trans sterilizers. Also, we will have, I hope, a little bit better processing of the internal chamber surfaces. Also, the dimensions, the outside dimensions of the sterilizer will be much better than what we used to have and what we have at this moment with trans. So definitely, Solsus is bringing certain new quality. For us, it is very important that Solsus is going to be on the same price level like what we have right now with trans sterilizers, because we want to keep this. We want to have good quality machine, but at decent price. This is the only way to penetrate, or at least to keep the same position in this mid-segment, value segment market. Definitely, we would not be able to expect some good sales results at the very beginning because we have many challenges. Like one of the first challenges that we have is registration issues. We have, as I said, 16 countries, and we have to register this machine in all of these 16 countries. It is still a medical device. Another important challenge is transportation time. What we need is around 8 to 10 weeks of the total time of availability in Europe. And when I say total time, I mean production time, lead time, plus transportation time. But this is something that we can, I think, at the end we will overcome. Let's not forget, this is HS66. We have lots of experience with this machine. We have lots of knowledge about this machine. So it will take much shorter time to train our people, both salespeople and service engineers. Once again, I will summarize. It is very important to have mid-segment sterilizer in our portfolio, and I expect good sales results. Thank you very much for listening for me in these few minutes. I hope that you were able to get a few interesting information. Thank you very much once again, and once again, greetings from Belgrade. Bye-bye.